It's time for Talk About Funny, a show about local comedians for local comedians, and hopefully by local comedians. I'm your host, Kevin D. So I want you to kick back and enjoy the funny. Welcome to the inaugural launching of a wonderful show, Talk About Funny. I'm your host, a.k.a. Kevin D., also known as Kevin Douglas. And we're basically going to bring you the best of the local comics, I think the better known, and maybe some rising folks here in the future, I hope. Anyway, with me in the studio today, I got Hippie Man coming up first. And I got John Testroat waiting to happen. I probably got that wrong, but that's just the way that goes. So, without further ado, please welcome to the stage, Hippie Man.
Oh, thank you very much, everyone. You know, I am Hippie Man, and I actually grew up in Boulder, Colorado, not too far from here. I know that's probably not too big of a shock looking at me. I don't think a lot of you said Brighton, but you know, I did. I grew up in Boulder. I was raised by hippies in Boulder, and my mom sent me to school every day with a Jimi Hendrix lunchbox, and all the kids made fun of me till they tried one of my brownies. And, you know, say I could pretty much trade my lunch for anything after that. It was cool. I was driving a 78 Buick to school in the 5th grade, and if you do the math on that joke, it doesn't work, because I was like teaching the 5th grade in 78. But, you know, I travel all over the country, and here's the thing that I've discovered is that politicians don't care about us. I know we have a new president, but quite frankly, I'm losing faith. And so I came up with my own plan for America, and I call it Hippie Man's Plan for America, and I put it on these index cards, which is cool, because it also has my recipe for brownies on there, which is pretty much how I came up with the plan. But I don't like to brag, but I did. I recently won the Pillsbury Bake-Off with my recipe for brownies. And then I won the Great American Chili Cook-Off with my recipe for brownies. You know, I'm just saying, it's a damn good recipe. That judge took a bite of the brownie and said, "This is a good bowl of chili. You win." So here's how it works. First up is economic stimulus. You know, President Obama is bailing out pretty much everybody but me. And I'm like, where is my economic stimulus package I've been spending irresponsibly for years, you know? And I don't need $700 billion either, man. 35 grand, and I'm back down to square one. So make it 40, and I'll get my weird eye fixed. Because I have a crazy ass wandering eye that goes off this way, you know. And I'm not saying that this eye is, well, this eye goes off this way, and this eye is straight. And I'm not saying this eye is gay, but this eye is straight. So, all right. Okay, you guys are a little politically correct. That's good. Next up is Afghanistan, you know, and President Obama talked about moving the troops out of Iraq over to Afghanistan, and I think, you know, that's not a bad plan, but I have a plan to bring all of our troops home. We have 12 million illegal immigrants. I would take them all, send them over to Iraq, give each one of them a shovel, and tell them, hit anybody who doesn't have a friggin' shovel, and that's pretty much the end of the war right there. All right. I know you guys thought I was all peace and love, but I tried that in the 60s, and now I'm a warmonger. Okay. Next up are pirates, you know, and I can't believe this is a problem again. I thought we pretty much handled this in the 1700s, but apparently pirates are a problem. So I came up with a plan in Hippie Man's Plan for America. Here's how it works. If you board a cruise ship, we'll give you $1 million, but you have to finish out the cruise with a 73-year-old widower named Esther. And, you know, when I say finish out the cruise, you know what I mean. Okay. All right. I like you guys because you go big on some jokes and then you're like, oh, you're on your own, Hippie Man. Good luck. It's cool. Okay. Next up, some of these aren't my cards. I just thought I'd say that. But I beat the hell out of some guy doing a PowerPoint presentation and said, hey, I'll make this funny. But next up are prescription drugs in the water supply. I don't know if you heard that. It's right out of the headlines today, man. Prescription drugs in the water supply. So that's my health care plan, you know. If you're not feeling well, just drink a couple gallons of tap water and see what that does, you know. And then maybe move to another area that has more, you know, whatever you're looking for. All right. Wow, I cracked myself up because I'm Hippie Man and I forget this stuff and then I hear it again. Okay. Because I'm easily confused. I am easily confused. You know, one time I smoked a bong and faced the wrong way while I was watching TV and watched my couch for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, I've got to get one of those converter boxes, you know, because I am tired of watching the Fabric Channel. All right, back to the plan for America. Next up is energy, you know, and I think we all agree that the big problem is oil. And it's not that we need to conserve it. We need to use it all up because they are not going to do a damn thing until it's gone, you know. Knowing that, I did. I bought a Hummer and I put it up on blocks and I just run it 24/7, you know. And I'm doing it on stolen credit cards, so it's no skin on my butt, you know. And I don't like to brag, but I do. I drive a 1978 Buick Electra, and when I fill it up, it doubles in value. Yeah, there's a little math on that joke. All right, that's cool. But I do. I travel over the country. I drive just about wherever I go, and I get pulled over by cops all the time, man. They see me, and they're like, hey, let's follow Einstein and see what the hell he's up to, you know? And thank you. I am kicking ass one person at a time. That's cool. But, you know, cops always do. They ask me the same questions over and over again. They're like, do you have any guns or contraband? And I'm like, yeah, I have a rocket launcher because Homeland Security told me to be extra vigilant, and I'm on patrol here, you know? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm on red alert. And I even added some of my own colors. All I can tell you is if it gets to purple, run like hell. So, but I don't know how to fire a rocket launcher, so I made a bong out of it. You know, I'm hippie. I'm hippie, man. I got to do some pot jokes. And I have smoked pot. My whole thing was I never exhaled. So there you go. All right. Wow. I didn't think the pot jokes would go over so big here in Louisville, but that's good. All right. Next up, you know, how to save money on gas. Pick up hitchhikers and then rob them. You know, sure, they only have a couple of bucks, but that's 20 more miles down the road. Okay. Next up, HOV lanes, you know, and the HOV lanes in Denver, we don't use them at night. I would turn them into DOV lanes, drunk-only vehicles, you know. Let's get them all going the same way, and then we'll have ESPN2 televise it as a demolition derby. And and there should also be TOV lanes, text-only vehicles, because I am really tired. Man, I'm so tired of seeing somebody looking down at their phone going LOL as they crash into a guardrail. So, you know, they need their own lane too. All right, today is Earth Day. That's pretty exciting. And I'm just thinking, what do you get somebody for Earth Day? And I gave everybody a dirt clod. So, all right, well, you know, Hippie Man's plan for America gets kind of heavy sometimes. So I added bonus jokes, which don't have to do with politics. It's like a game show kind of, isn't it? But they don't have to do with politics. But like I read in the newspaper where another 6th grade teacher seduced a student. I'm thinking, where the heck were those teachers when I was in school, you know? Because my 6th grade teacher was this fat 70-year-old woman named Mrs. Fraker. And I slept with her anyway, but I got a C- that semester. I'm like, what do you have to do to get an A in this class? So once I found out, I'm like, hey, I'll take the C-. Thank you very much. Once again, I crossed that line with you guys. All right. Pot jokes are okay, but sleeping with the teacher, no. All right. But I'm a vegetarian. I don't know if we have any vegetarians here. Any vegetarians? Are you? I am. I'm lacto-ovo, which makes it sound like I want to be spanked by a large German woman, and I do, but that's not what it means. So if there's any large German women here, I've been very bad, and I, you know, need a good paddling. But but my friends always try to trip me up to see if I'll eat meat. You know, they come up with these crazy scenarios like, what if you were trapped in the mountains in a blizzard and you fought your way into a cabin? Would you eat meat? And I'm like, yeah, I'd eat meat because I'm a vegetarian, not a friggin' idiot. You know, I want to live to eat vegetables another day. All right. Next up, June 17th, 2009. And I'm guessing if you're watching this on cable, you don't have a problem. But that's where they're going to go to digital TV. And I really like those ads where they go, hey, if your television has rabbit ears, chances are you're going to need a converter box. And I'm thinking, quite frankly, if your television has rabbit ears, you've got bigger issues than a converter box, you know. You've got a cassette deck that needs to be an iPod, too. So, well, I'm going to get going here in just a minute. But you guys, do you like impressions? Yeah, play along. It'll go a hell of a lot faster, that's for sure. We'll be home in time to watch the weather. And speaking of the weather, I would like to sneak in the 9 backyard and just scare the hell out of that guy on the weekends while he's doing the weather, going, hey, look what the wind blew in, huh? But as I mentioned, I am from Boulder, and I would like to do an impression for you now of someone from Boulder, Colorado. That's pretty much it right there. So thank you very much, you guys. All
right, Hippie Man.
Yeah.
Hippie Man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, Kevin.
You know, thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were great. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. All right, so what have you been doing? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm doing a show. I don't like to brag, but I am doing a show up in Breckenridge on May 13th. I think it's called the High Country Comedy, which is a good place for Hippie Man to be at the Park Avenue Pub on May 13th. And I'm working a lot, writing a lot, doing that kind of stuff, trying to work on a new 5 minutes that's like late night TV clean that I can hopefully get on some shows, kind of branch out nationally. So
That sounds fantastic. Yeah. All right, and you say that you can be seen at the Comedy Works?
yeah, I'm a regular at the Comedy Works in Denver, both clubs, and I get some headline dates. I can't talk. I get some headline dates there. I don't have any headline dates right now, but I'm there when I'm in town. I do a lot of the support work for some of the big names, and I just want to say Denver, that whole Denver area is, I don't know what it is, but it's a great comedy community, man. I mean, there's 4 full-time rooms in Denver, and the comics are just great there. There's a real support group there, so it's a great place to be based out of. Geographically, maybe not so much, but comedically, it's a great place to be.
Sounds outstanding. A lot of great rooms, a lot of great talent. Hopefully we'll get them in the studio.
Yeah, I'll definitely put in a word with some of my friends. So.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care, you guys.
Give it up for my man, Hippie Man. All right. Now, we've got our final comic of the evening. I think another Boulderite. Actually, my research is relatively poor. But please welcome Dave Testrote.
Woo! Louisville on a Wednesday night. Woo! This is the next step to Hollywood. I'm playing for 7 people in Churchill over here. All right, but Ward Churchill. All right. Anyway, so, well, it's kind of funny because you look at John, you look at the guy who was hosting, Kevin. We walked around Boulder, it'd be like playing that game. One of these things is not like the other. But anyway, fat guy in Boulder, they chased me around with granola going, here, But I did drive up from Aurora. You guys are familiar with Aurora. I live by the tree. So, but anyway, as I was driving up here, I got flipped off twice. Road rage, yeah. I don't flip anybody off. I get road rage, too. If you want to fight, we'll go to a buffet. I'll kick your ass. I will, but meet you by the wings. But, oh, well, and people, they drive bad here in Denver, don't we? Come on. You're part of the problem here, too. I know I am. People, this is not a turn signal. You got that much energy, try using that little thing on the side of the car, all right? Oh, well. And I do get road rage, like I said, because I drive a small piece of crap car. Anyone else? Yeah, I bought a 4-cylinder. I had to, but normally I drive my minivan, so. Oh, okay, yeah, all of a sudden I'm an idiot. All right. No one drives a minivan besides me? Think about it, yeah? You never get a speeding ticket driving a minivan, do you? I could be doing 90 down the hill, smoking a fatty, jamming a Judas Priest, They're like, let the fat boy go, he's retarded, he's in a minivan, I saw a bumper sticker on a minivan in Seattle that said, no fat chicks. You're in a minivan. You get a dead chick, consider yourself lucky. Okay, dead chick jokes don't work. All right, anyway. Did you guys notice I was overweight at all, or did my black shirt fool you? Okay, yeah, I'm working out. I am. I tried. I tried jogging, but it kept making my beer foam up. So I have a new personal trainer now. Her name is Little Debbie. How much fat can there be? They're only a quarter, so feel the burn. But I tried. I do. I diet. But the worst part about dieting is when someone fatter than you comes up and goes, you know what worked for me? Evidently nothing, Homer. Thanks anyway. So I tried jogging, like I said, but I go walking. When I walk, you see weird stuff like people walking their dogs with those reel in leashes. Wouldn't it be great if you had like a chihuahua? Or boom! Last week I caught a Rottweiler, so you got to use your imagination on some of this, you 7 people, all right? But we're rocking now, huh? Yeah. Oh, well, that's fun. And I am a married guy. Sorry, women. So, yeah, it's true. I'm married. We've been married now for a long time, and we're happy. The reason we're happy, separate bathrooms. Am I right? Yeah, she's got stuff in her bathroom like soap. She's got soaps and incense and mood music, body oils, personal perfumes. My bathroom was got a damn Amoco station. Yeah, I got a busted condom machine hanging on the wall, some graffiti, Boulder sucks, But I'm not making fun of Boulder. I'm just fat, and that's my priority. But anyway, so my wife and I do have a good marriage. We do. She travels with me, which is cool. And last time we were in L.A., I had to rent a car with a GPS. It has a woman's voice, right? So the GPS is giving me directions. My wife is reading a map and giving me even better directions. I got two women bitching at me at once. I missed my turn. The GPS won't even talk to me no more. We have to go to the bathroom. We stop. My wife gets out, and the GPS is like, "Is she gone?" Take a left. Go. She's a bitch. I'm kidding. I miss my wife on the road. I get some bad hotels. I was at a hotel in Chicago, $35 for a night, so you can imagine. Yeah, the lady comes out, and her big slogan was, "Just like home." I said, "Really? Just like home?" She's like, "Yes, sir. What size bed would you like?" I said, "I'm married. Give me one about 13 inches wide. Keep all the covers and give me a wake-up call every 11 minutes and let me know I'm snoring again, all right?" Because that would be just like home. Am I right, guys? You're snoring, you're snoring, you're snoring. You know why? I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. I'm not so damn fat when I just snore when I'm awake, But she don't really complain too much. Some guys got problems. Tom Green in Utah, 5 wives. He got caught, got 25 years in prison. After 5 wives, that would be solitude, am I right? And I'm not complaining about you winning, but guys, why would you want 5 wives? That'd be like bitching in surround sound. You're an asshole, ho, ho, ho. One of the reasons my wife and I are so happy is I do all the grocery shopping, I do all the cooking, I do all my own laundry. She doesn't like to do my laundry because folding my shirts makes her arms hurt. But she's a good woman, she is, and I miss her on the road, like I said sometimes. But she does nag once in a while, but usually she stops when I'm gone. Okay, maybe that's not very nice. So you guys probably think I smoke pot, huh? No, it's Earth Day, but I'm going to do some green right after this. So, okay, evidently you guys don't smoke pot at all here. You do? All right. I'm not married, really. But anyway, I like pot. I smoke it a lot. My friends are like, "You keep smoking that much marijuana, you'll never learn anything." Yeah, I know the metric system better than anybody. 28 grams to an ounce, 112 to a quarter pound. Ka-ching! I also learned as you're cruising down the Arizona highway in 112-degree heat, never use the clear eyes that's been on your dashboard for 4 hours. Oh, it gets the red out. I'll never do that a 5th time. And never ever mix up with the Icy Hot with the KY jelly. And I'll leave that up to you. But anyway, it's funny. I think the oldest person here is laughing the hardest at that. Grandma? All right. No, I'm sorry. I got that gray hair too. Did you get gray hair early, did you? Oh, I did. Yeah, 18. Yeah, when I started getting mine, like 18 years old, I go to like places like, "Do you want your discount for your senior citizen?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm fat too. What does that get me, bitch? But anyway, that's not nice. But well, I just got back from Alaska. You folks ever go up there? Oh, beautiful. I've been up there twice this year. Got 2 more trips up there. Man, I had to fly in Southwest though. Have you ever flown in Southwest? Oh, yabba dabba damn do. All right. They way oversold the damn thing. And there's a lady behind me with Tourette syndrome, which I'm not making fun of, but one thing you don't want to hear in an airplane is, "Ah!" The guy next to me is making origami out of newspapers. Like, "Do you want me to make you some?" I'm like, "Yeah, a seat and move." They don't even give you dinner. A 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, the king-size Butterfinger. Take a bite, pass it back. Like what time's the movie start? They handed me a Viewmaster. I do a lot of camping up in the Montana area, in the woods. Do a lot of fishing. Any fishing people? I go to a little place called Polebridge, Montana, population 12. This is where they release all the troubled grizzly bears from the park. So when you walk through the park, you're supposed to warn the bears you're coming by yelling, "Hey, bear! Hey, bear!" But I'm usually stoned, so it's more like, "Here, bear!" I knew I could outrun John because I put peanut butter in his hair. And I knew my wife loves me because she makes chocolate chip cookies, puts it in my sleeping bag, and doesn't tell me about it. Oh, nothing says loving like a grizzly maulin' now, does it, huh? I'm in the heart of grizzly country. There's a bear outside ripping up all my stuff. I'm getting nervous. I go to grab a can of mace. I accidentally grabbed a can of moose. I'm like, good. The bear's going to eat me. I'm going to give him a due. You know? You ever see a gay grizzly in Montana? My fault. You know? So, well, that's it for me. I'm David Testrad. I hope you enjoyed my little bit of my show. So.
All right, Dave.
Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well,
All right. Nice to meet you.
it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. How much do I get paid for this gig? Okay. All right. A free cheeseburger. All right. That's all right. I'm a fat guy. I like food, so it's okay. Never mind. You have any questions for me you'd like to ask?
I'm wondering.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going my next tour here pretty soon. I take off May 13th. I'll be gone for 2 months out to Reno, then up to Washington, Oregon, Alaska, and then a little bit of Canada, back to Washington and back home.
Jeez, busy
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Busy
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I slowed down a bit, though. I used to do, like, on a big tour, it'd be like 9 weeks long, 45 cities, and yeah, so, yeah, but now now I just make the big bucks playing here in Louisville, so I don't have to do that. So.
You know, and that's, I think that's worth it.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I used to live in Louisville. I really did. I thought I always called it hell because my phone number started with 666. You live here? Am I right? Does it still do that?
Still
Yeah.
666.
Yeah, it's like, hello, I'm Satan. And they like dogs up here, and I got a dog, so that's cool, My little wired-haired fox terrier, he travels with me. Yeah, his name is Harry, but his phone name is No Damn It Harry. So, yeah, he's a trouble dog. Yes, he is. My wife raises birds, unfortunately, because, well, she had 5, but we got Harry. We only got 3 left. But anyway, you know how much a parrot cost? Yeah, $1,200. Yeah. Then the damn thing sits around the house and masturbates. So, and anyway. In the window. I told my wife, I'm like, honey, the bird's masturbating. And she's like, so? I said, in the window. She goes, you do that. I go, but not in the window. I think the neighbors might have said something about that by now. Like, there's Dave. Hey, how you doing? So, sorry.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you were involved with a comedy competition?
Yeah. With San Francisco has the San Francisco International. Seattle has a Seattle International, and we have now the Mile High Comedy Competition. This is the second one, and it's we had comedians last year from Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, all over the place, and it was a nationwide contest, and it did really good. And we're going to have it this year again, the first 2 weeks of August. So, and it starts at Wits End Comedy Club, goes for 10 days, and comes back there, and you get to see the top champion named. So it should be a lot of fun. So show up, please. All right.
Fantastic. Sounds
Cool.
like a real good time.
I hope so, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you and Hippie Man for kind of helping me with my first inaugural show.
Well, thank you. I hope it works out.
So do I.
We'll send up lots of comedians. This big crowd keeps coming back. So, but thank you very much. I sure appreciate it.
All right. And so, I think that's going to be it from Talk About Funny. I'm your host, Kevin Douglas, a.k.a. Kevy D. And hopefully we'll see you back here in a couple of weeks. Or I won't see you, I guess. But that's...